welcome back. I know it's been maybe a week or more than that, maybe 10 days. I haven't uploaded any videos, so I hope you're all doing well. My family is here, and my youngest son is just had a kindergarten graduation, so I didn't get any chance to film in advance, and you know, life happens. So as you all know, my this is the May currently inked review video. So I have these 5 pens here, plus the 3 new Jinhao minis with Vinta inks, and my constant black basic pen, fountain pen. So I'm just gonna do this. I've finished and I've stopped using them end May, and I already have my June ink, which is gonna be the next video, but it's so-called tradition to review them every month end. So I'm trying this new way of using this stamp. I got this in a local Korean shop. So it has this level of 50 to 100. And I'm just gonna play around, hopefully using also the VersaFine stamp pad. It will not smear. It's still a little bit wet though. But yeah, I have these pens here to review. Let us just take them out one by one and see which are gonna be going to the next month to carry over, or which ones are going for the washing section. So this is the first on our list. Here is the Jinhao X159 in ivory. So I really love this Jinhao. I think this is my favorite Jinhao of all the ones that I'm using, I've had. And this is the F nib inked up with Vinta Sandugo. So as you can see here, this is the Vinta Sandugo as well. It has this sheen with red and green Christmassy feel here, this, and I really like how it is. Let's see the ink level. I think it's really almost gone, so I'm not sure if you're picking it up, but this is, it's really dark from the camera's view, but actually the ink is already deep down here. I think 5%, because this is a very good pairing because of how wet this writes, so the ink characteristics really shows off. So let's just say that, let's just zoom you in. This is already in the, oh, it's not even writing. So one more thing to note, guys, if you are a fountain pen Jinhao, I'm not sure, but to me the Jinhao always dries up. Like I said, I haven't been using this since end May, so it's been a while on my this thing. Let me just warm it up, or it's really finished. I hope not. Okay, take 2. I hope this will write now. So we are already making a mess here with the stamp, as you can see. I really am not a fan of stamping, but let's hope for the best. So it still has some ink, guys, maybe 20%. Yeah, this is 20, 30, 40, 50, yeah, around 20% left, and it just needs a little bit of warming up. So to me, this pen and ink pairing is kind of like 8 out of 10. I've used this a lot. So the only downside, I'm gonna take note, I don't think it's not common for Jinhaos to dry up. This is one very big, I mean very well-known pet peeves of fountain pen users, that it always dries up if you don't use it for some time. So 8 out of 10 ink flow really smooth, except for now that it has been dried up. I think I really need to do this review on time next time, so it won't have this odd feeling like I'm saying that there's no skipping and all, and it is skipping because of the main reason that it's already been parked for a while. But overall, the ink is really smooth when you use this nib on pen, and also its ink characteristics are really showing off. 8 also because it dries a little bit longer than usual, even though it's a fine nib. But I really like this combination. So just so you know as well, Vinta and all other sheening inks I used on my lower end pens like Jinhao's, you know, you will understand because of the ink as well. It might clog up your nib. So that's the first pen on our May list. Second is the TWSBI Eco Rose Gold, inked up with Robert Oster African Gold. I can recall I just inked this like 1/4, but yeah, I've used it on my journaling as well. And let's see, I don't think it has, it still can write. I believe TWSBI Eco, don't disappoint me. I know they won't dry up. Let's see. So yeah, it automatically writes as you open it. That's why I love TWSBI's. Then because it's really less, this also Robert Oster, the ink is dry in the usual characteristic, but with my EF on TWSBI, because I've written this Robert Oster African Gold in some other pens and it's really dry, but on this TWSBI its ink is dry in the usual, but here, but on this combo, perfect. As you can see, no skipping, no hard start, so, and no drying up, even though it's very less now. This is my 9 out of 10. Finally, I have a 9 from Robert Oster. I'm not a fan of this brand. I mean, this Cafe Crema and African Gold. They really look good, don't get me wrong, but when I use them on my certain pens, they have issues, so that's normal, I guess. So that's our second pen. Third on our list here is the Lamy Safari Itoya collaboration. This is the Itoya exclusive, so you will only get this in Itoya, Japan. I had this ordered directly. I inked this up with Colorverse Valles Marineris. Oh my god, butchered name, sorry. But this is the small bottled ink that I got recently. And let's see for the ink level. Oh, totally gone. It's totally finished. I hope this will still write, guys. Lamy, let's see your hard start skills. So this is barely there. Oh, it's still writing. So you see guys, Jinhao, TWSBI and Lamy is holding up. Between TWSBI and Lamy, these are really two main beginner pen that you will not hate fountain pens. So since this is almost gone, I think this was one of my favorite. I finally found the perfect ink to pair this Lamy. I had this with my Troublemaker Kelp Tea. It's really annoying and I really hated that combination. But now that I have this Colorverse, I'm gonna score this 9 out of 10. First, because love the combo. The color of this is really matching my Itoya pen. You know, like there's a bit of a green undertone with grayish. That's what I'm looking for. Kelp was supposed to be the perfect one, but because of that ink is very, I don't know how to describe, very annoying. Troublemaker indeed. So this is my perfect. Now I have this noted here. This is my for my archive, and whatever I want to ink, I know this is a good combination, or I have used it before, so I will not repeat that. This is why I do this monthly basis. Love this combo. Smooth writer, no hard, no skipping. First and foremost, that is very rare with this nib. Based on my year-and-a-half usage, or hard start. 9, just because even though this is an EF, as you all know, German pen, it also is a bit drying, taking longer than usual. So that's the only thing why it's less than perfect. But overall, I love this combination. Okay, that's noted. So if you guys have Lamy and Colorverse, I think is a good match. Lamy is a big, a wet writer, at least on this one, because I do have other safaris that are really a dry writer. I might explore it with this Colorverse ink. Fourth on our list here is the Pilot Prera, my forever beloved Prera in ivory and F nib. So this is inked up with the Pilot Yamaguri. Yamaguri is the brown, Iroshizuku line and brown. As you can see, it has the smallest, tiniest converter, and even though it's looking like this, you can only feel the ink until here. You can never, or unless you use a syringe, this will go up more. But again, I think I've used this a lot because it's almost finished. So help me God if it will still write. Let us see. Okay, this is a magnetic closure cup, so that's why I love this Prera. Now we have to write it like this for space purposes. Then it's also gone and it's still writing. So also Pilot, no hard start. I'm gonna put it half because it's barely there left. So the combination, I must say, I can only rate this as 8 out of 10. But we are doing good this month, guys, month of May, because I've finished mostly all of my inks, meaning I'm using it. Although I'm not active on social media, I'm journaling and all, it's constant, it's there. Silently. So 8, just because the ink color is not really, not even on frame, sorry, is not really showing. I don't know if you are with me, but to me it's just a black. And I believe Yamaguri is a dark brown, mahogany, close to that shade with a red undertone, but here it's just looking black. So that's the downside of this very fine nib from Pilot. This is actually in F, so what more if it's an EF? So that's it. But overall, smooth, fine writer. So if you are looking for, you know, the tiniest handwriting, this is a good pen for you. But I'm not a tiny writer. The ink is what I'm writing here, not showing. Okay, I already wrote that. So yeah, whatever. So this is a good alternative for black, like the basic black ink. So fifth pen here is TWSBI Mini 580 Pilot with the Pilot Kirisame ink. So this is a clear demonstrator pen, and I was thinking to have alternative color with my black, and I use this grayish to match this mini TWSBI pen. Okay, this is in EF. So as you all know, Pilot is a wet writer, and I think this is still 1/4, or yeah, because I always inked up not 100%. So let's just say this is still on here, in here, 50%. So at least we can see from this stamp here the level of my ink, and I would grade this up as just 7, I guess. As you can also see, it's not really, I mean, used up. So 7. Why? Because first, this is an EF, and I don't know, it EF nib, but writes like a medium. I have other EF TWSBIs, and that too, they are not as broad as this. So I'm guessing it's because of the wet ink. So this is my least favorite for the month of May, because yeah, this is how it's supposed to look, the ink, but because it's so broad and you know, it's not really my type now. I mean, maybe if this is in other colors and it's writing like broad and you know, showing the ink characteristics, I would have loved it. So this is my least favorite. And of course, we have a winner here for our May pens, and as you know, which one is the winner, I will select my, for this month, my Itoya, Lamy Itoya. This has been my favorite, one of my favorite safaris, so I'm gonna have this as my best pen for May, pen and ink combination. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this usual ink, pen and ink review. I'm sorry if it's late, and I normally have 5 pens every month. Yep, but I had this three Jinhao minis recently acquired for April, for the month of April, and as much as I want to review them, they are still fairly new, and I really want to explore the combination longer, so I might add this review for my June progress report, because to be fair, I don't like to review them only for a week and you know, give you some insights. They are still writing, I'm still using them. So when I see that it's almost over, I'm gonna reserve a few, learn my lesson, so we can still write it for our pen and ink review session. So yeah, I'm gonna include this up if you are also keen on knowing how do these cuties, pretty little pen writes. I'm gonna review it on my June ink pen. So I hope you don't forget to subscribe. I'll be doing this every month, and yeah, stay tuned for my next video. That would be the June currently ink pens. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking around, and we are doing pretty well because all of our inks are mostly used up. All goes to washing except for this TWSBI. I'm gonna still use this up, even though it's my least favorite, you know, second chances. Okay, guys, thank you, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.